No drunk drivers. It's been a while, but I'm back. I'm back. So, been seeing some things, man. A lot of positive out there. You know, I'm looking at I guess it's what they call graduation season. Man, I see all the kids, they happy, they turned up. Turn up, whoop, 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 whoop. You know, all that stuff, whatever y'all do, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah, man, so congratulations to all the young women and men, young princes and princesses. Well, is that even the right way? I don't know. Is that a word? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, as you can see, I'm turned up. As the kids say, turned up. What are you so happy for? Well, this gave me had a thought. I'm like, man, this is a perfect time to introduce this. And so when I think about this, I get happy. You know, I get happy. This is good times. And so with all these festivities going on, especially around graduation, right? And it's a great thing. Like I said, I'm happy because now I get to, and I could have been did it, but for some reason it just went off like a light bulb. This is the perfect time to introduce this. Something that I would like to call Braylan's Lessons. That's right, Braylan's Lessons. Man. So that's why I get happy. I think about my son. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? This is how I would have did this, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm like, man, you know, it brings a smile to my face. So Braylan's Lessons. It's going to be a series where it's going to be dropping knowledge, wisdom, teaching, understanding, experiences, talking about other things. It still a branch off from drunk driving and reflecting on Shayla's memories, et cetera. So it's a little different, but it still stem from that. That's always going to be the root. So everything's going to grow from that. But yeah, with Braylan's Lessons, yeah, all of the things that I wanted to impart on our son, you know, I'm like, man, I'm not going to let that go down the tube. It's still some great wisdom, you know. And I know Braylan's here may not be here in the physical, but he is here in the spiritual, right? I know this. So is Shayla. So yeah, I'm still thinking about y'all, still talking about y'all and all that good stuff. But this, Braylan's Lessons. So graduating. All right, so thinking about it, I'm like, man, you know, Braylan is gonna graduate at some point. He's gonna graduate, right? Graduate high school. Now, whether he's gonna be an A student, B student, C student, whether he's gonna be skipping school like his old man. You're like, yeah, I know, right? Me skip school? Oh yeah. Skipping school. I don't know. He had all that in him, so he probably would have did a little bit of that stuff. But yeah, Braylan's Lessons, right? Yeah, sometimes you be too smart for your own good. And that was me. Yeah, I was skipping school. Kind of bit me. Oh man, I had to make up for all that time though. I'm in college. Man, I signed up for, I think it was college algebra. I'm like, man, I never saw this stuff. What is this? They were like, what you mean? I'm like, I don't know. I think it was, no, I didn't even get to sign up for that. What was it, an admittance test or whatever that thing is? You take a test to get in. Man, I flunked it. Yeah, me, Mr. Smart Guy, flunked it. Oh, I flunked it bad to the point where it was just, the answers, it was A, B, C, and D. I think they had an E. So I'm doing the math. I'm like, that's 20% chance, right? Oh, well, that 20% guess is better than what I knew. So I'm in that joker scribbling. Everybody say, go with B and C. B and C down the line. It was like, man, you know how to be timing it too. 30 minutes. So I done been there almost 30 minutes already. I'm looking at the time. I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to finish this test. Oh man, you know, my cockiness, my arrogance. Oh yeah, it bit me all in the butt to where I had to humble myself and take what they call remedials. I'm like, man, come on, man, I ain't slow. What you gonna put me in remedials for, man? It's me. But yeah, your boy had to do some remedials. So yeah, that's from taking them shortcuts. I was messing around in high school, didn't want to take them classes that prepare you for college. And I paid for it. But that was because I wanted to do the military, right? I wanted to do the military. I thought I was going to be a 20-year vet. And I'm going to break that military stuff down to you. for the people who want to go into the armed forces. That's going to be a whole other video. Let's just say after the first week, I was like, hell no, I got to go. So much so that I was going to go AWOL. Yeah, your boy was going to go AWOL. I told my mama, I said, mama, get me up out of chair. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. You know, man, I felt like I was locked up. I'm on the phone. I said, mama, I can't do this. You have to come get me. I said, you gonna get me or I'm tracking through the woods. And yeah, they had this guy, he was serious. Man, that dude went AWOL. But yeah, man, that's a whole other thing. But I'm sharing that to let you know, to show, or just to tell y'all, you can still venture off and get back on track. It's not over. You got life. You got a lot of time on your side. Like that song, Time is on my side. Yes, it is. So that, I know y'all think I'm tripping, I'm crazy. No, you have to remember when you're communicating, and this is what I want to reach the youth. You got to speak their language, man. You can't be all stiff and all this other stuff. You can't talk like a politician. Don't be talking like you're better than everybody or whatever, because they're going to tune you out. Hey, man, ain't trying to hit his fool, he whack. You know, so you have to be able to communicate. Remember, don't get lost in the sauce. Some people be thinking just because you're smart, you have to reveal all the biggest words and use all that stuff, which I can do that. I can do that with the best of them. And I can write it too with the best of them. Trust me. But yeah, so you don't have to do that. So I guess you can say this is my advice to the parents or whatnot. It's easy to bridge the gap. You got to go down to their level. It's a lot easier. You've been there before. It's changed, but it's some of the stuff, the concrete, the groundwork, the roots of everything is still the same. You're still talking to a young adult, a teenager. So even though they have different technologies and all this stuff, they still a teenager. They're still going to be thinking as a teenager. So you got to kind of bring it back, right? So yeah, all right, graduation time, man. I'm going to be, this is what I was going to be telling my son, all right, you graduated now. So a lot of people, they like to say, just go to college, go to college. Boy, you better go to college. Girl, you better go to college, man or woman. Go to college, go to college, go to college. And that's all you hear, college, college, college. College, 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 college. And you're like, man, you may not even want to go to college. You're like, what am I doing this for, right? So now you graduated, you're happy, turn up, whoop, whoop, whoop. All that stuff, right? You party, you get, you're doing all that stuff, right? So now it's done. Boom, it's here. You're like, what else I do? You don't have your day mapped out no more. No more getting up early. Got to go to school, do your homework, do your work, get to joke around with your friends and all that stuff. That's gone. You're like, oh, it's going to hit you. It's not going to hit you now. It's still fresh. A couple months from now, when people start moving on and moving away and going to these universities and all this stuff, you're like, man, all right, so what do I do? What do I do? I don't know what I want to do, man. I don't know my major, even if I want to go to college and all this stuff. So you're starting to get a dose of what I call reality. That's reality, the real world, right? The real world is there. Can't run from it. You can try to block it, do what you can, or hide from it or whatever, but you can't outrun the real world. It's gonna catch you, right? So you might as well be prepared, know how to navigate through this joker. I'm telling you, it gets real. So yeah, so I'm gonna try to shorten this up as much as I can. The biggest thing right now is to take the pressure from yourself, meaning you don't know what you want to major in, you don't even know if you want to go to college. You're thinking just because you pick something that's what you're going to do for the rest of your life. No, none of that. You're going to be changing. All throughout your life is going to be changes. It's going to be how you adapt. But don't worry about it. You have been equipped with learning how to adapt. You already been adapting for the last 12 years. You wasn't born into a school. You started going. You got used to a routine or whatever, and you adapted to the environment. So you started planning your day out, et cetera, et cetera. It's no different than anything else, right? So I know you're scared. You're like, oh man, you may not be scared. You just don't know what to do. One thing I will tell you to do is to always progress and move forward. Time waits for nobody. Don't wait for nobody. I'm telling you, time always moves forward. Always moves forward. So you have to move forward. Even if it's just baby steps, just take the baby steps, take baby steps, take baby steps. Equip yourself with something extra or more than what you had in the past or previous. So you don't know what you want to do. You have time to think about it. I give you some hints and clues. Whatever your geographic location, meaning where you stay at. Look around and see what's popping, right? Look around, see what's popping. Talk to your neighbors, talk to your cousins or whatever. They in the real world. They've been where you at. Talk to, just reach out. And most people will be more than happy, more than willing to give you some advice on what you should do next. So if you are going the college route, you don't have to go to a university. I used to think that, like, man, I'm being in there pledging and all this other stuff. And I got older, I'm like, man, it costs money. It costs a whole lot of money to go in these universities and all this stuff. But you got junior colleges. You can get those same educational tools right there at the junior college level, especially your basics. Don't go up to university thinking you're just going to hop right in. I'm going right into my major or rocket scientist or whatever you're aspiring to be. Because you still have to do your basic, your English and all that stuff. You're like, man, I done did 12 years of this. Yeah, you got to do it again. So they're going to make you do your what they call the core curriculum. Core curriculum. So you see English, your maths and all this other stuff. You're going to at least have to take 1 or 2 semesters of math. Even though you hated math, you're trying to avoid it. Yeah, you're going to have to do that too. But just go to your junior college, go in there and just do your basics, right? A lot of times your junior colleges be close to home. You really don't have to change up much. Routine kind of stays the same. You're already acclimated to getting up early, sitting in the classroom, et cetera, et cetera. Just keep it going, because remember, just by even you just taking your core curriculum, you're still moving forward. So you are accomplishing something. And you're bettering yourself. You're adding more to your arsenal than what you had before. So when you do kind of figure out what you want to do or what major you want to go in, you already had it under your belt, and you can just jump right into your major. And even when you're picking your major or whatever you want to specialize in, remember, it doesn't have to be a lifelong commitment. It don't matter what you choose now. Chances now, 10 years from now, you're going to be doing something else. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not a lifelong commitment. Just know you're just doing that right now you want to get your bread. Basically, that's what you do. You want to get your bread up. You ain't got no bread right now. You want to get your bread up, right? So you just think about it in that way. You're figuring out what I can do to get my bread up, right? That's it. Take the pressure off, long as you're moving forward. So let's say you don't want to go to college. Okay, well, at one point, that used to be like major no-no. Oh, no, you ain't going to college, boy. What you going to do? Now, you don't necessarily have to go. College is not for everybody. I've been there, and it's unless you're that type of person sitting in that classroom and listening to stuff, taking notes and all the other things. You're using a different side of your brain. You're no longer forced to go, and you gotta pay. You're like, what? I'm not forced, and I gotta pay? Man, I ain't going to this school. So I get it. I totally get it. Nowadays, you have all this information at your fingertips to the point where you can just type it in. What to do if I don't go to college? Click, 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 click. Just click it in there. Blah, 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 blah. You go in there and it's going to pop up. Bring, and all this stuff is going to pop up. Boom, 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 boom. I'm saying if you don't want to go to college, you want to earn money legally. All right? So you look it up, see what pops. Let's just say you don't have a clue on what you want to do. You don't have a clue. Man, just go in there, Google it up. Google it, type it, see what pops up. You can start from there. do manual labor type job. You're young, whatever. You can get it popping up in there. Get it cracking. Like I say, just look around, see what's popping. See what's popping in your area. Technology stuff. Technology the way it is right now. You just got to purchase the right equipment. So even if you don't have a job, maybe you have some type of job right now, save your money up. I want to get into photography. You can do that. They got events all the time. And photography is a lot of money, a whole lot of money. Trust me, I know. Man, they charge that bread. So you can start doing that. Of course, music, the same thing, technology, invest in your stuff. It's a lot easier to make music nowadays, so you can easily do that. And you got all these different platforms, put your music out. Give it a shot. Hey, you say you want to do it, see if you pop, see if you blow. You never know. But you're going to have to invest in yourself in some way, shape, form. Whether it's financially with your money, your own money, your bread, or you're going to put it, go the knowledge route, your typical route, go to college or whatever. But you have to invest in yourself. Have to. Time is always is going to move forward. See, what you want, the best way I can explain it, time is, it's like this, like in Fortnite, that game, where when them walls be closing in, you just sit there, and then after about 2 minutes, it just start closing in. That's time right there. So think of you sitting on a ledge, and each chapter of your life, you got time just coming. It's coming. Time coming. It's coming. If you're doing nothing, you already know what's going to happen. It's going to push you off the ledge. Now, out on that ledge, you got all these hands over there. They can catch you. But now, it's up for a chance. You don't know. They got anything, any type of scenario you think about. You can be homeless. I'm just thinking about just anything, right? Oh, there's a gateway to homelessness. There's a gateway to drug users. Gateway to real estate. A gateway to being a firefighter or whatever you want to do, an astronaut or a landscaper. There's a gateway for all that stuff. You don't want to fall into it. Sometimes people fall into it, it works out good. More than likely, you fall into something. Think about it. You're falling into it. Just the way that sounds, that's not a good feeling. Think about yourself falling. Remember, when somebody breaking stuff down to you, they should be able to break it down to you in the simplest form. They should be able to use what's around them, with nature or whatever, to break it down. They don't have to be all technical or whatever. But yeah, since time is always moving forward, you have to move forward with the time. Or you're going to get pushed off that ledge. You're going to get pushed off that ledge. You see it all the time, man. You see it on people's faces. Especially like at the grocery store, you see it. Some people be hurting. They be hurting, man. The time didn't got to them. Maybe they didn't prepare properly. Maybe they were just dealt a bad hand. That's another thing. Not everybody has the same hand. You get dealt a bad hand. It's all types of variables. It's all types of variables that can decide the outcome or influence your outcome of your situation. But first and foremost, like I say, take the pressure off. It's not the end of the world. You don't have to eat everything or not so much eat everything, meaning I was going to go the route of you don't have to eat the whole meal in one bite, right? Just take it off in small chunks. Small chunks. Not a big deal. You don't know your major. Not a big deal. Just do your basics. If you don't go to college, think about how you're going to get your bread up, right? So they got all these different avenues. Go skill traits or manual labor intensive, et cetera, et cetera. You can think about that, or small entrepreneur type things. Go that route. All right. So, yeah, that's pretty much it on the first installment of Braylan's lessons. Sorry, I'm back here. I didn't knock the mic out. Yeah. So that's it, yeah. First installment of Braylan's lessons. Hope you all enjoyed. Until next time, peace.